past life cards are what I'm starting with here, just to get a little bit of a insight on what's going on. Okay. We've got ship, unrequited love, persecution and inquisition, and scribe or writer coming out. Forced separation. I'm getting like caught like a cog. Like a cog in the machine, caught like a cog. The steampunks have this machine energy to them. All right. There will come a divine timing, but not everything is in harmony yet. People are working hard in this particular time. It feels maybe Victorian or pre-Victorian just a little. That does feel like the correct energy, the correct time frame. The cards you've been dealt have been tricky to handle, and there's a timing on this, and you can see it and you know it, but you can't move it faster. Cartography comes through. This ship and cartography, this comes through as the partner person. Cartography comes through. Map maker. Logic brain of the land. A resting time. Very much like a time where there's wounding and patience, and I'm not sure whose side this is on. An evaluation. A coma. Who was in a coma? This is if that you stood still in time. It's like you were on the precipice and given the gift to have another crack at something. I think you were in the coma. Something happened. There's a distortion with the persecution and inquisition. It's like more like questioning because you're trying to figure out what's going on, and persecution because you're feeling chased. Something has happened. It feels like a really bad pneumonia type of thing. A really bad boggy, cold, boggy mist came through, and what you thought would be going on shifted because of this, like really quite a highly serious illness came through. There's a time frame on this. Time. Your person had to go on their way for a while. You were okay. Persecution and inquisition isn't so much about like witches and stuff. This is like almost like being in the abbey. Like being in among nuns in a medical ward type of a thing. This is bringing forward more of like the structured religious influence that's coming through that creates the unrequited love. It's like really in bed for quite some time. I think over a year, 3 years perhaps. There was a foundation that was set. It was really set good. I think your person had to go. You were stuck. Where were you at? Here on the parapet and in the in-between. Like you were aware of things going on, but you couldn't voice them. You couldn't quite get back into your body quite enough to voice that, yeah, I'm still here. There wasn't a time where they would like pull the plug, because there was no plug to be pulled, obviously. But there was a time where you were bedridden, stuck for quite some time. It seems like a year. Your person was told to go away. happened that you got so sick? There was healing that needed done. There was information that you needed to get, you needed to see. And it's like people would wait for you to return. They would wait, they would wait. There was information, there was like star information that you needed to see, that you needed to be able to do. It's almost like you could tune into the star information to help the cartographer. I don't know what a star cartographer is. Maybe I call that, I don't know. The things that you could see in your sleep about the stars, about relationships to things, and about how he would need this information. You could meet in dream time and pass information. You could see in dream time where he would be. He was never out of your field of vision. You were so deeply in your slumber. He was still in there. Like in your mind. There was a deep connection there. Even though he was on his way. He had to do something. There was something that just absolutely had to be done. And until then, the chair was held but empty. Like a career blockage, a non-allowance for him to be returned in this chair, or for you either. This is a designated period of time. It's a cog in the machine. It's in there, like it or lump it. It's in there. It's in there, and for a designed period of time. There's negotiations and battling going on in the energy and the people around you. There is poverty that is somewhere going on, and there's struggle going on for the people. And you know of this. It's like you're in the astral a lot in this one. You know of this. You hear a lot. You'll hear things, and people would discuss things about, oh, did you hear about the roughness that was going on in the courtyard here? Or, oh, this is going on. It's kind of difficult. Oh, so-and-so has passed away. You hear all of this stuff around you. You hear all of it. It's not unknown to you. But the people that are caring for you, they don't realize. They just think you're in a long, long sleep. I'm surprised they just, didn't bury you. One in particular says you're sleeping with the angels, you're sleeping with the angels. That's her point of view. I don't know that you actually were with the angels at this time, but from her point of view, you would be. I think you were still in the in-between. Yeah. You were navigating, you were exploring side by side with this one. Yeah, you were walking the astral, no problem. Okay, we're going to this next deck to see if there's anything that repeats, that comes out. Yeah, you were holding the lamp. It's like just like the hermit holds the lamp for people to follow, even though you were literally on land, you were holding the lamp for him to be able to navigate. There it is. There's that commitment again in the chair again. There will come a time. There will come a time. This timing here comes up. This is coming up 6 and 6. This is 12. This is a full-on year where this is where you would meet, where you would see each other, how you would connect. He didn't know it was anything more than dreams. You had a better awareness of it. The temperance, there was balance going on. It's like there's a balance in the energy in the households and the overall feeling of the community all around you. And for this chair, for a second one to be laid out so you guys could come and both of you be in chairs, be seated, have this place, have this set. Like, when there's like a, what do you call, naval, like in the Navy, somebody is sent in the Navy because somebody of a higher rank says, yeah, I want you to go on blah, blah, blah trip, da, 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 da. You're going to be my cartographer. You know how to do this. I trust you. You're coming. And recruited. That's what I'm getting. All right, now let's see what the heaven and earth is. Interesting, heaven and earth is on this one. Feels blocked at first, and then there's reprieve, and then there's ease going through. Ease, ease, ease. It's like blocked, and then it's like a passage, a a passage of time, a passageway of the waterways, of the storm settling down to a degree that navigation could happen again and a return could happen again. Yeah, this is you in your zone. It's the Queen of Cups, the intuitive queen, the seeing of things, but it was so overwhelming. The distance was so overwhelming. There was no way you could have gone with. There was no way you could have done differently. There's a real meeting of the energies. It to every other thing except for that you guys had this lock. It's like you were locked in together early on. You're locked in here. Every other thing is trying to say, pull you apart, tear you apart, change the angle, change the dynamic, change how it shifts. But temperance kicks in again. This is a perfect pairing. It's a perfect flow. It's what you guys needed for your lessons, and it's like not the biggest deal. But you're held hostage for a while. That's totally it. Queen of Wands. You come out of this thing, and you don't come out of it meek and mild in all of this. When you come out of this, you come out like a firebrand and charging hard with the truth that you own. Like a firebrand indeed. Part of you is a little bent that you've had to be in this coma for a while in this land of weird. It's like been very, very weird. And you're tired of waiting. You're tired of the seas. You're tired of the waterways. You're tired of the whole thing. You're getting fucking bent about it. And as your anger riles, this connection that you have is a little bit less there. It causes worry for this one. It's like your patience is exhausted. You're pissed off. You want to come out of this thing, so you're getting more and more and more and more coming out. And like mad as a wet hornet. I don't know if that makes sense. Mad as a wet hornet.
I actually took cartography in the university.
Oh, okay.
My dad was in the Navy 30 years, so I've been around the naval military most of my life.
Crazy. Crazy. Okay. There's a time on this. It's just a time and a season. It was meant in such a way for someone else to be learning. And then here you have the Hierophant. You finally have the timing. It's like tick-tock finally. It's almost like the clock strikes 12 figuratively or maybe literally. But that 12th month completes. And then, okay, you're like, I'm ready. So you're waking up. Access is being granted. Now we've got to see if you're freaking out with fucking none or what. There's a couple of nuns. Where are you? The Enchanted Dreamer deck. Of course that's where you are. Okay, so I'm parched. Like so thirsty. I'm parched. It's what you're saying. This is what you say. I think the nun, a name, I don't know what, nun, a name, that helps you during this time. Like the letter A. She's surprised. You cracked me up on this. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune, time's up. And it's like, I'm parched, I'm ready to go. Whatever it was that you were meant to do during that time, you've done. You've visited that. And now you're feeling, how do you juggle yourself in the reality, in the 3D? This is a juggle of the 3D aspect. Your temperance lessons have been done. The moderation lessons have been done. The balancing that has been done. The carrying the information in the way that it needed to be carried has been done. So time's up, tick-tock, motherfucker, let's go. I'm parched, let's go. That's what I'm getting. Yeah. And it's not like, I think they thought that maybe you would either pass away or you'd be a muddled head, like your mind wouldn't be your own, is I think what they thought would happen after all of this. They didn't think you'd have your personality or your wit about you at all. I'm parched. And you're looking for who it is that is your lion. You're like, come on, come back, come back. You've been in the spirit. You've been dabbling in the astral quite a lot. So you're here now. You're strong enough and you're waking up. And yeah, you are really, really ready to take things on. What happened? Who has the cards now? Who has the light now? Very interesting. Here over here, it's you having the cards, having the connection to vision, right? Connection to seeing. Who has the cards now? The Fool went away, right? We saw this. The Fool went away. This is what he has. Who has the cards now? Look in this one. Honey, will you show them these? It's like there's cards there. He has the information he needed. You helped him access it and get it in a way he couldn't have done. There would have been no way for him to do so otherwise. And the nuns, they're pretty excited for you. I don't think they think that you're going to see this other guy either. Right now, they're just excited that you're there. You know he's on his way back. It's not so unrequited in this lifetime. There is a quieting. I don't know. There's a coming together. There's a separation, a huge separation, and standing strong. Yeah, you've experienced this. Big love offered here, and then this hastening. It's 8 more months after you wake up before he returns. And it's like you're just listening to the birds, watching things around. You're doing all right. You think he's dead. He's not dead. He's just slow on the return, but you almost give up hope. These 8 months are really hard for you. You're listening. And for a moment, you think he's dead. He's just slow on his return. He's been delayed. There has been definitely transformative energy around him. There's been many that die around him. Going out on the seas in that time was not a easy go of it. 2 of Cups come in with the Hermit. Yeah, you hold the light and there you are. The 9th month he returns. The 9th month the 2 of Cups comes back. Very interesting. The nuns are totally surprised. Yeah, that's where this one ends. This one stops here. The 8th to almost 9th month, he returns. He's wiser. You're wiser. It's like you're doing lessons by land and by sleep, and he's doing lessons by sea and awake. He's got the air and the water, and you've got the fire and earth. And between the 2 of you, you have all of the elements combined. The combination is rich. The chairs are ready to be filled. The wisdom gained, the influence that you will be able to wield because of your experience through here, quite big. But this was the epic lesson for you guys in this time frame. Wow. Yeah, that's what I got. Ah. Crazy.